Hi guys, welcome back to Pink Tomato Kitchen. Kate Campbell here. Today we're gonna be warming up for summer and springtime fun. We're gonna make a mezze platter with some homemade roasted beet hummus, which is a super beautiful purpley color. Your kids will love it too. And a tangy homemade tzatziki sauce with some fun accoutrements, so stay tuned. Okay, I've got these beautiful fresh beets from Finley Farm Stand, my fave. They've had these this season, so this is a super fun recipe to do with beets. And this will keep in your fridge for like up to a week. And your kids love it. It's a great midday snack. You can have it with pita, you can have it with veggies. It's really a win-win. So I'm gonna peel these up. A grocery store hack on these is you actually can buy pre-roasted beets in the produce section. Our local Albertsons does have them. And then you don't have to peel all these, but I'm just a big fan of our farm fresh produce. I don't really want the skin, so I'm gonna go ahead and peel them actually here, and then I'll just dump this out. Another thing for my homemade hummus is I actually like to roast my chickpeas a little bit since I'm already roasting the beets. I think it brings out a more warm, toasty flavor in the garbanzo beans that you don't really get in a store-bought hummus. So I'm gonna also do that. And you don't have to roast the chickpeas as long as you would be roasting the beets. So we'll pop those in about 3/4 of the way through. So I'm gonna peel up these beets, slice them so they roast quicker, put a little olive oil on them and pop them in the oven for about 20 to 30 minutes. So we are doing a hummus, right? So obviously we need our chickpeas. So I'm using 1 can, mostly drained. So I mostly drained this, I left a little bit of juice because we are gonna be roasting these up. So I just think the roasty flavor brings out a more roasty and toasty, full-bodied flavor. You don't have to do this, but since you're roasting the beets, you might as well. So this has a little bit of the canned juice in there. I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil, just a drizzle. I would call it maybe like a tablespoon or less. Also salt and pepper these. You wanna season every layer. Don't over salt it. You can always add more. A little pepper. Set these aside. I'm gonna check my beets in 15 minutes and then I'll pop these in. We just set our chickpeas aside, our beets are in the oven. Now I'm gonna prep the rest of the ingredients. We've got some sesame tahini, some garlic here. I'm gonna zest and juice this lemon and then we should be good to go. Okay guys, while my beets are roasting, we are going to switch over to our tzatziki sauce. This is bomb diggity, okay? Never buy tzatziki. You can make this in big batches. You can put it back into this cute little container, and I promise you, you will love it. You can put it on everything. My son will eat this by the spoonful, so stay tuned. Pretty yogurt, yum ski doodle. All right, so I'm gonna roughly measure a cup here. If you double this, like I said, this will keep in the fridge, so. Okay, we've got a cup of plain yogurt. I'm gonna put 3 cloves of garlic. This is the juice of 1 whole lemon and the zest. Put that in there. Our dill. And I'm gonna actually pulse this first so I can get this nice and mixed up because I don't wanna over puree my cucumber that's already grated because we don't want it to turn into mush. I'm also gonna do a drizzle of olive oil. Let's call this a tablespoon. A little bit of salt, and we're gonna puree this up. On the sides, you wanna make sure your garlic gets nice and chopped. You don't wanna have a bite of whole garlic in here yet. I honestly feel like we should just use this whole thing. Okay guys, I changed my mind. We are actually gonna use the whole container rather than 1 cup. This doesn't feel yogurty enough. So changing gears, 1 16-ounce container of the Fage plain Greek yogurt. Okay, make sure you scrape down the sides just once over, just to make sure you don't have any stragglers, no plain yogurt. Everybody needs the love. One little push. We're Gucci. Okay, so I'm gonna scoop this directly into my little serving bowl here. So you're gonna see our little mezze boat is what we're building. So we're gonna use this thing, by the way, is the best thing ever. 35 bucks from Global Gardens. You should all go get one today. The rest of my tzatziki back into this yogurt container to keep in the fridge. So keep in mind, this has really a lot of lemon juice, which is a natural preserver, right? The acid is gonna keep it fresh. It's gonna keep it from turning brown, the greens turning brown. And I'm just gonna pop this back into the fridge to keep for the rest of the week. Let's check our beets. Ooh, yeah. I actually think the beets could go a little longer, but look at how perfect these are. So these, they're slightly golden. They're just a little bit roasty and toasty. So good. Take these out. Twist up a little bit.
Oh my God, this is gorgeous.
P.S. Roasting your chickpeas can be a really fun way to kind of have crunch to your salad without having croutons or even nuts if your kids don't like nuts. Toast these up for double the amount of time, like 20-30 minutes. Throw them in a salad. They are bomb. You could even do these as a snack with some different seasoning. Put these on a mezze board, just whole roasted chickpeas. Also amazing. So I'm gonna put my chickpeas into the food processor. My garlic. I'm actually gonna rough chop this just. Yeah, okay guys, we're gonna finish off our beet hummus. So I've got my roasted chickpeas in here, 2 cloves of garlic roughly chopped, the zest and the juice of a whole lemon. Okay, and I'm gonna do my tahini. Hold on, pause, I forget. Tahini, let's talk tahini. Tahini is a sesame, ground up sesame, like a sesame butter with oil. Super, super flavorful. So we're gonna use 2 heaping tablespoons. Pop that in, 1 and 2. Yummy. And we're gonna do our roasted beets. And I'm gonna use the olive oil from my roasted beets in here as well. Okay. Let's whir it up. About a 1/4 cup of olive oil. How beautiful this is when you take the top off. Look at that. A little garlic salt. Never hurt nobody. When you roast the chickpeas, it makes it so much better. It's so much more roasty and warm. All right, let's put this in a bowl. Color, you guys, look how fun this is. Such a rich color, super fun for kids. And this, okay, look at that. So good. The roastiness of the chickpeas and the beets. Fun color. So good. All right, moving on down the line. I'm gonna try this tzatziki. So good. I've got snap peas, pita bread, Persian cucumber, and carrots, and Greek olives. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Pink Tomato Kitchen.